Alright guys, welcome back to our channel. We'll be talking about Miami, the Magic City, a place where the sun's always shining, the beaches are always packed, and the mojitos never stop flowing. First time in Miami? Don't even trip. We've got you covered. This ain't your average travel guide. We're diving deep, giving you the insider scoop. We're talking about the hidden gems and the local favorites. Get ready for epic adventures, mouth-watering food, and enough memories to last a lifetime. So buckle up, grab your sunscreen, and let's dive into the top 10 things you absolutely have to do in Miami. First up, we're hitting Wynwood. This place is like stepping into a different dimension. Imagine giant murals, vibrant colors popping off every surface, graffiti art that'll blow your mind. That's Wynwood, my friends. This ain't just some random street art, though. We're talking about world-renowned artists showcasing their skills, turning these walls into masterpieces. Every corner you turn, there's a new piece to discover, a new story being told. And the best part? It's constantly evolving. New murals are going up all the time, so even if you've been here before, it's a whole new experience every single time. You could spend hours just wandering around, getting lost in the creativity. But Wynwood is more than just the walls themselves. It's a vibe, an energy that's contagious. You've got cool cafes, independent shops, art galleries, and a buzzing atmosphere that's impossible to resist. Now, if you're feeling peckish, Wynwood's got you covered there too. Food trucks, gourmet restaurants, you name it, they got it. Grab a Cuban sandwich, some authentic tacos, or treat yourself to a fancy meal. And when the sun starts to set, Wynwood really comes alive. The bars and clubs get going, the music spills out onto the streets, and everyone's ready to party. It's the perfect place to let loose and soak up the Miami nightlife. But honestly, the best thing about Wynwood? It's free to explore. You can wander around for hours, soaking up the art, the culture, the whole experience without spending a dime. So yeah, Wynwood is a must-see, a non-negotiable on your Miami adventure. Trust me on this one, you won't regret it. All right, let's talk about the crown jewel of Miami, South Beach. With white sand beaches, turquoise waters, and Art Deco buildings, it's like stepping into a postcard. South Beach lives up to the hype. Whether you're catching rays, swimming, or people watching, this is the spot. The vibe is electric with music, volleyball, and sunshine. And don't miss Ocean Drive with its pastel buildings and vintage cars. Now, let's talk about the food scene in South Beach because, let's be real, food is life, and South Beach does not disappoint. From casual beachfront cafes to world-class restaurants, there's something for every taste and budget. Seafood is obviously a must-try here, but don't sleep on the Cuban food, the Latin American flavors, the endless brunch options. Seriously, you could eat your way through South Beach and never be disappointed. And when the sun starts to go down, that's when South Beach really comes alive. The bars and clubs start hopping, the music gets louder, and the party goes all night long. So yeah, South Beach is a must-do when you're in Miami. It's the perfect mix of relaxation, excitement, and that unmistakable Miami vibe. All right. So you're in Miami, soaking up the sun, but you want more than just beaches, right? You want a taste of history, something with a little more, character. That's where the Art Deco District comes in. This place is like stepping into a time machine. We're talking about blocks and blocks of these pastel-colored buildings, all with those signature geometric designs. It's like walking into a Wes Anderson film, but real life and way hotter. You've seen these buildings in movies, I guarantee it. They're iconic. And the best part is, you can just wander around, grab some coffee, maybe an ice cream cone because Miami, and just soak it all in. Take your time. because every corner you turn is another photo opportunity. Trust me, your Instagram feed will thank you. Plus, you can imagine what Miami was like back in the day. Now, the Art Deco District isn't just about pretty buildings, though that's a big part of it, obviously. There's a real story here. See, back in the day, after a little hurricane named, the Great Miami Hurricane, the city needed to rebuild, and they did it in style. This Art Deco movement, it was all about hope, about looking towards the future, and you can feel that energy when you're walking around. It's inspiring, you know? It makes you want to create something beautiful too. Plus, beyond the architecture, there are tons of cool little shops and restaurants tucked away. You can find vintage clothes, art galleries, maybe even a hidden speakeasy or two. Get a little lost, explore. You never know what you'll find. That's the beauty of a place like this. Okay, listen up, because this is a must-do. Forget the streets for a minute. We're taking to the water. Biscayne Bay, people. This is where you get the real Miami experience, the postcard view, the whole shebang. Imagine this. You're on a boat, sun on your face, wind in your hair, maybe a drink in your hand if you're feeling fancy. And you're cruising along, looking back at the Miami skyline, all those skyscrapers reflecting the sunlight. It's epic. But it's not just about the skyline. You'll see these incredible waterfront mansions, like something out of a movie, with their own private docks and yachts. It's wild. Plus, you might even spot some dolphins playing in the wake. Now here's the thing about Biscayne Bay. You've got options. You can take a guided tour, which is cool because you'll learn about the history and all that. Or, if you're feeling adventurous, rent your own boat. Just imagine, you and your crew, captains of your own destiny, exploring the bay at your own pace. You could even pack a picnic, find a secluded spot, and just chill. Honestly, it's the perfect way to escape the city for a little while. And listen, even if you're not a boat person, the views, the vibe, the whole experience is something else. It's Miami at its finest. So, do yourself a favor, get out on that water, and thank me later. All right, for you night owls and party people. When the sun dips below the horizon, downtown Miami transforms into an electric, pulsating heart. This is Miami, where the energy just shifts gears and keeps going. Rooftop bars, clubs, and a vibe you just gotta feel. Even if you're more into chill dining, downtown has you covered. Now, downtown Miami is a pretty dense area, but don't let that intimidate you. It's actually super easy to get around. You got your Metro Mover, basically like a free train zipping above the streets. Plus, the streets are pedestrian-friendly, so walking is definitely an option. Downtown is a feast for the senses. Towering skyscrapers, historic buildings, street art, and a constant hum of activity. It's a city that never sleeps. Ditch the itinerary, wander the streets, and pop into any place that catches your eye. You never know what you'll find: a speakeasy, live jazz, or the best Cuban sandwich. Embrace the unexpected and dive into the energy of the city. All right, let's switch gears for a second and talk about something fun for the whole family. The Miami Seaquarium. The Miami Seaquarium is different. Up-close encounters with dolphins, orcas, and majestic sea turtles. You can interact with these amazing creatures. It's also about education and conservation. Add the Miami Seaquarium to your list. We've explored the city streets, dipped our toes in the ocean. Now let's immerse ourselves in nature at Fairchild Tropical Botanic Garden. It's like stepping into a different world, a lush green oasis in bustling Miami. 83 acres of tropical plants, palm trees taller than you can imagine, and flowers bursting with colors. A sense of tranquility washes over you. It's also a center for conservation, research, and education. A visit to Fairchild is a must. Now, I know what you're thinking. A botanical garden sounds kinda boring. But trust me, Fairchild is anything but. There's so much more to discover. Hidden pathways, tram tours, and a butterfly conservatory. Events like outdoor concerts, art exhibits, and workshops. Or just find a quiet spot and listen. The sounds of nature. It's like music to my ears. Experience Fairchild and be amazed. All right, guys, we're on to number 9 on our Miami hit list. If you're looking for that classic Miami vibe, that energy, that pulse, you gotta hit up Bayside Marketplace. This place is buzzing day and night. Imagine this: waterfront views, live music pumping through the air, the smell of Cuban food just hitting you from every direction. It's an experience, trust me. Now I know what you're thinking. Tourist trap, right? And yeah, okay, it's got its fair share of souvenir shops and all that, but look past that. Dig a little deeper. Bayside is authentic Miami. It's where locals and tourists collide, where you can grab a drink, people watch, and just soak it all in. And the energy? Forget about it. You've got street performers, musicians, artists, all adding to that chaotic harmony that makes Miami, well, Miami. It's not just a place to shop. It's a place to feel the city's rhythm. Now let's talk shopping. Bayside's got it all. You want those classic tourist tees? Done. Feeling fancy? They've got high-end boutiques too. But the real star of the show? The food. Cuban food, seafood, pizza, ice cream. You name it, they got it. And listen, don't be afraid to try something new. Step out of your comfort zone, you're in Miami. Personally, I'm a sucker for a good Cuban sandwich. But honestly, you can't go wrong here. Grab some food, find a spot by the water, and just watch the boats go by. It's the perfect way to spend an afternoon. And hey, if you're lucky, you might even catch a free concert or show while you're there. Bayside is always buzzing with something to see and do. Okay, we've made it to number 10, the final stop on our Miami adventure, the legendary American Airlines Arena, home of the Miami Heat. There is just something electric about this place. Even if you're not a diehard basketball fan, you can't deny the energy of a Heat game. But it's not just about basketball. This arena has seen it all. From massive concerts with the biggest names in music to huge events, this place is a cornerstone of Miami's entertainment scene. Imagine this. The lights are down, the crowd is going wild, and your favorite band takes the stage. That's the magic of the American Airlines Arena. It's about those shared experiences, those moments that stay with you long after the final buzzer. That's it, guys. Our whirlwind tour of Miami's top 10 must-do activities is in the books. From the vibrant street art of Wynwood to the electric atmosphere of the American Airlines Arena, Miami has something for everyone. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more travel adventures and tips. And most importantly, get out there and experience Miami for yourselves. Until next time.